So email sequences is probably one of the most commonly used automations inside Kit. Essentially what an email sequence is a series of emails that are drip fed to your subscribers, or a subset of your subscribers, in a predetermined um, schedule based on what you've set it up inside the sequence. So I'm going to show you a typical example. So let's say someone has downloaded a lead magnet that you provided, and you want to create, let's say, a 7-day email sequence that's going to support that lead magnet. You would head into send and then sequences, and at the top right you'll see a button that says new sequence. Click that. Kit will ask you which template you want to use for your sequence. Choose whichever one you want that you've got set up. I'm going to create this. I'm going to use this demo one here. And then you would proceed to add as many emails as you need to your sequence. So just for a bit of orientation, on the sort of 75% of the left hand, 75% of the screen on the left hand side is the editor of the email itself that you're working on. On the sort of 25% to the right hand side, this is a list of the emails that are in your sequence. So you can see at the moment there's only one email in it, and it's in draft format, so there's nothing published yet. If I wanted to add a second email, I just simply click the button add email, and that adds a second one, a third one, a fourth one, a fifth one, etc. So you can add as many emails as you want into your sequence. Once you have created the content you want inside your email, all you need to do is hit that publish button. I'll hit that now, and you can see that email has changed from being in draft format to being published. If I click on the first one, do the same again with that one, you can see that's now published as well. Now, the thing to note up here with regards to the delivery schedule for your email sequence, they will be delivered in the sequence in which they're shown in this list at the right hand side. So the top email will be the first one that goes, the next one will be the second email, third email, etc. So that's the way it works. On the first email, you can configure it so that it gets sent out immediately by setting this time to 0. So if I click 0, it changes to immediately. So it means that if someone joins that sequence, they get the first email immediately. Then after that, each email is then delivered either a number of days or a number of hours after the previous email. And these numbers are in relative terms to the email that went before. So if I say change that one to 2 days, it means that it goes out 2 days after the previous email. And let's say I publish that one, and let's say email number 3, I want to go out, let's say 1 day. I'll click publish, and now you can see that one goes out immediately, that one goes out 2 days later, this one goes out 1 day after email number 2, etc. And if I just complete these 5 emails here, that one goes out 1 day after that one, and then the last one goes out, I could change that to like 3 days or something if I want, and then publish that. So what I've now ended up with is 5 emails, and they all go out. First one goes out immediately, then 2 days later another one goes out, 1 day after that the next one, another day next one, and then 3 days after that the last email. So in total, if I go back to, let me just change the name of this, demo email sequence. If I go back to the list of email sequences that I have in here, you can see that at the top, this demo email sequence has got a 7-day email sequence with 5 emails in it. So it's going to take a week to send those 5 emails. So that's how we create the email sequence. If you want to change anything about the email sequence, so let's say for example I wanted to change the order in which these emails go out, let me just put a title on this so I can say that's email number 2, and let's say I make this one email number 3, so we can easily identify one from the other. So you can see email number 2 here goes out after 2 days, and then email 3 after 1 day after that. If I want to, I can drag that little hamburger icon and drag that one above email 2, and then this button appears at the bottom it says save order. So if I click that, the new order is then published. And it means that the emails will be drip fed in that new sequence rather than what it was previously. Under the settings tab at the top right corner, you've got a few options of how you want to configure your email sequence. I'll start at the top left here. This is the email address that it's going to be sent from by default. Now you might just have one from address in your email account, your kit account, and that's absolutely fine. If that's the case, then you won't have any other option in there. If you have more than one from address, you would see that listed there as a drop down list. The default template, so I chose that one to start. If I wanted to change my demo template, if I wanted to change my sequence template, I just need to click the new one I want to start using, let's say that one, and you can see it changes there. Now what that doesn't do, let me just update that sequence. What that doesn't do is it doesn't change the existing emails. So if I look at all those emails, they have not changed. It's the same template as I started with. However, if I was to add a new email, it would then take the new template that I've applied and use that. So if I click add email, you can see it's now using that new template. Okay, I'll just delete that again. So going back into the settings, that's how you change the template. And then we've got a sequence schedule. So if you decide you don't want your emails to go out on certain days of the week, let's say you don't want to send anything at the weekend, you can simply deselect Saturday, Sunday, and they won't be sent from that sequence on those days. You can choose your default send time. So in this case, I've got set 9 AM for GMT or UK time. You can make it relevant to your location. And then at the bottom left, you can employ what's known as exclusion filters. So if there was people you didn't want to get this sequence, for example, you could add an exclusion filter in here. So you might say, don't send this to anyone who has the tag ABC, or anybody who is in the segment XYZ, whatever. At the top right, on the right hand side now, on the top right, you'll see the slider switch. You can activate and deactivate a sequence. So if I slide that, it says set to inactive. It means that it will stop being sent to people. I can reactivate it again. And then the final two bits down here are two questions. So the first one is, should subscribers be able to restart the sequence multiple times? So in other words, if someone comes to your landing page, they download, let's say, a lead magnet, a free guide, let's say, and then they get like a 7-day sequence of emails. They will be drip fed then. If they then come back to your, let's say they leave your list and then they come back in 6 months' time or 12 months' time, if they subscribe to the same lead magnet, do you want them to get all the same 7 emails again? If you do, then you need to change that to yes. By default, it's set to no, so that's what that one's for. And then this one down here is a bit more advanced, but it's, should subscribers added via a visual automation stay in the sequence? So if you've got 7 emails in your sequence, what's the desired behaviour when people get to, when they've already been sent, by the time they've been sent email number 7, or the last email in the sequence? Do you want them to be taken out of that sequence and move on, or do you want them to stay there? The default behaviour is, just remove them, get them out of the sequence and move them through the automation. So again, if you wanted to change that, you could hit the yes button, but you do get that little warning there just to let you know you're going to impact the behaviour. And then once you're done, you got it configured the way you want it, just click update sequence, and those changes will be reflected in your sequence. So that's how you can create and edit an email sequence.